Thank you, ladies, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we're going to move right into the next group of awards. Please help me welcome Amanda McGuire, the Director of Student Life, and Julie Miyazaki, Director of Student Conduct and State, to present our first co-curricular award of the evening.
It is my pleasure to take some time to recognize this year's outstanding Residence Life staff members. These students have gone above and beyond to support and mentor their residents as well as the greater campus community.
Hey, Nana. Sorry I was late. I was taking selfies in the bathroom. Hashtag no filter. You look nice tonight, Amanda.
Thank you, JW. You don't look too bad yourself.
Oh, thank you. I actually got a new tie for the event. Hashtag new threads. Hashtag outstanding student awards. So, how do you think the event's going so far?
Well, I've already had 3 Diet Cokes out of aluminum bottles, so I guess I'm feeling pretty hashtag classy. Hashtag forfeit my purse. Hashtag tuition increase. Hashtag is it related? Hashtag tuition transparency now.
It has definitely been a crazy year for hashtag Point Park Q, especially with hashtag Yik Yak, hashtag Giggity Yak Don't Talk Back, hashtag Bronze Bison, hashtag Where Did It Come From?
I'm not sure, but where did this track team come from? Hashtag Run Forest Run, hashtag making records, hashtag breaking records.
Hashtag breaking all kinds of records.
Hashtag Jenny, hashtag life is like a box of chocolates. Hashtag
You never know what you're gonna get. Hashtag classic, hashtag Tom Hanks for life, hashtag Wilson! Can you believe it's the end of the year already? Hashtag time flies. Hashtag can't wait for a sunny day in May. Hashtag better than winter.
Hashtag still bitter. Hashtag can't even. Hashtag 20 below zero. Hashtag can I get a point alert Chief B song or nah? Hashtag over it. Hashtag over the anticipation for the Playhouse. Did you know they're gonna finally break ground this summer?
I know. I can't wait to go see a show there. Hashtag there's no business like show business. Hashtag can you hear the people sing?
Hashtag life is a cabaret.
Hashtag the music of the night.
Hashtag now is the time to seize the day.
Hashtag defying gravity.
Hashtag and all that jazz. Hashtag living my life. Hashtag love shark is my spirit animal. Hashtag not cockroaches. Speaking of cockroaches, have you been in Lawrence Hall this year?
No, but I have been to Hundred Wood for lunch. Hashtag couldn't find a Tigger. Hashtag probably ate piglet. Hashtag still better than Osteria. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag no feathers in my food, Airmark.
Hashtag throwing the shade. Hashtag all the shade. Hashtag saw that on Instagram. Actually, I've been seeing a lot of things on Instagram lately. Hashtag how many shirtless modeling photos are you gonna post?
Hashtag as many as it takes.
Hashtag basic.
Hashtag haters gonna hate.
Hashtag neither do I. Hashtag sorry not sorry.
Hashtag move this along.